Butter. I don't know about you, but butter is one of my favorite things to put on pretty much everything. Ice cream, not really. But anyway, there's all kinds of things that we can really enjoy when you have good butter. Well, I'm Dr. Joel Feeman, and I'm here with Sabrina, and what we're going to be talking to you about is not just butter, but specifically grass-fed butter versus grain-fed butter. Is there a difference, and what is that difference, and what is it doing when it comes to your life and your health? Is it helping, or is it hindering your ability to be at your healthiest level possible?
So butter is obviously a staple in today's society. We use it to cook with, we use it to top our vegetables, or if you're Dr. Feeman, you use it to top on your ice cream. But whatever the case may be, it is a staple. So have you ever stopped and thought though, is the butter you're using actually good for you? Is it bad for you? Are there better options?
Let's first talk about some of the reasons why grain-fed cow's butter is not quite as good as the alternative. So let's go ahead and talk about why grain-fed cow's butter is not quite as healthy for you as grass-fed cow butter. Simply put, grain-fed cows are fed grain. So when that happens, you're going to open up a whole world of hurt in the sense of now you're using GMOs, you're using pesticides and herbicides, and you're using all the things that kind of come along with conventionally raised beef, right? In addition to that, you're also dealing with the way they were raised. Many of them are raised on massive feedlots that are designed to give them feed, shots, and hormones and so forth to make them grow and mature a lot faster so they have a quicker turnover when it comes to be able to produce products.
So obviously they do this because they want those cows to go really, really fast. And in business terms, fast means money. And well, they need that money. That's how they live. So with butter being a staple, the producers are just trying to keep up with the demands.
However, although they're doing what they need to for the sake of business to keep up with that demand, it makes it also very unnatural for the species of the cow, right? So now they're raised on these feedlots, they're basically becoming weaker overall with their organs, their bone structure, and so forth, which makes them more vulnerable to their own sickness and diseases and unable to function at their best.
So all this puts them at risk for the bovine virus, and it also decreases the nutritional content of the butter, which is obviously a byproduct.
Now, something that we've talked about on many occasions is the fact that also studies have suggested that over 89% of American dairy herds are infected with leukemia bovine virus. Now, this virus, according to some suggested studies, say that is if you pasteurize the milk, it'll kill this off. But there's a lot of potential for human error because that process can be messed up. But not only that, but then there's other studies that will show that you can't necessarily kill it off, that when you go through the process of pasteurization, even if it was done without any air, you still only can sometimes fragment this leukemia virus, right? Which then leaves it still in the milk, and that's something that they're saying can be passed on into our bodies as well.
So what does this do for us when we're intaking that butter? Well, think about it. If you're adding in GMOs, hormones, that's going to contribute to our health. Our hormones are going to become out of whack, which will lead to metabolic disorders, weight gain, cancer, and other different issues.
So just to touch base a little bit more on this whole leukemia bovine issue is the fact that, they have unknown cases of leukemia and lymphomas in the United States that seems to be growing, right? In fact, they say that there's around 30,000 new Americans being diagnosed with leukemia every single year, but additionally, there's another 70,000 people who are diagnosed with lymphomas. Now, question being is, could the way we're raising our cattle nowadays and how the byproduct is affecting us, be something that needs to be looked at with more specific attention? Think about it this way. If you're trying to raise a child to be healthy, there are certain things that the body needs to be healthy, not just that it needs to survive, but certain things that you want to inhibit because it toxifies and lessens their ability to thrive at their best, right? Well, the same thing happens with the cattle. So if you have a cow that's raised in a feedlot, you're giving it the corn and the grain and all the GMOs, the pasteurization process of the milk itself, or then you add in the whole thing about pesticides and herbicides and hormones. It really never stops, right? But could this stuff be affecting and decreasing their ability to sustain great health? And therefore, because it's a byproduct, our potential is also lessened as we consume these very things. It's just a question to think of, and it's something that we consider as we make these recommendations to you.
So what can you do instead? Go to the grocery store and look for 100% grass-fed butter. Now be careful because companies are able to put grass-fed on their labels, even if the cow wasn't 100% grass-fed. So read the label. Does it say 100% grass-fed? And look for grass-finished as well. I know a brand that Dr. Feeman and I like a lot is Kerrygold butter, so give that one a try.
So how this helps is anytime you're using these grass-fed, grass-finished products, you're going to be giving your body all the nutrients that your body needs to be at its best. I mean, take for example the fact of omega-3s. It's loaded when you're getting this type of good product, right? You also increase your vitamin E. You're getting the CLA to be able to help not just with your immunity, but also for those looking for an edge when it comes to weight loss and lean muscle mass. So there's lots of advantages, and it really comes because, you know, the animal, the product itself is being raised properly, and therefore it's going to have an effect on us. And it's just like raising a plant. If you have a plant and it's loaded down with chemicals and stuff, it's not going to be as good for our bodies as if it's organic and good soil and has plenty of sunlight and so forth. It really is no different. You want what's best for you and the people you love and care about the most, and so we have to make these good choices in order to make that happen.
And just a word of caution for you guys. We understand all the claims out there about butter and the bad fats in butter, that saturated fat. Now we understand that grass-fed, grass-finished butter still has a saturated fat. However, it has a lot more omega-3s in it, which are good fats. So do consider that, because we know that you're still going to use butter. And if you're still going to use butter, you might as well have one that has good fats with it as well than all those bad fats like your regular butters, margarines, etc. So if you haven't given grass-fed, grass-finished butter a try, we really suggest that you try it. So where can you buy this product? Well, first off, your local farmers will probably have this product. However, when you're pulling up to the farm, look around. How are those cows being raised? Are they out grazing and eating, or are they hidden? And so then that's when you need to question, how are the cows being raised? Go in, talk to the farmer, ask them, you know, are your cows grass-fed, grass-finished? They should be able to say yes or no. Now, if that's too much of a hassle for you, you can go to the local health food store or even your local grocery store. Look for Kerrygold butter, but I will warn you, the minute that Kerrygold butter goes onto the shelves, it sells out just like that. I have trouble with it every single week, so get there whenever they put it on the shelves.
And I don't know about you, but I kind of get a little bit disturbed, but I also get very happy when I see those healthy products or healthy alternatives going off the shelf, mainly because then I don't get it, but in the same sense, I find joy in knowing that other people are also trying to reach a better level of health, and so that's a true blessing, and that's really what we're here for. And so I'm Dr. Joel Feeman, again here with Sabrina, here to help you, to empower you with truth and knowledge. If you haven't already done so, please go to our Facebook page, look around, like us, share with your friends and family, help us get the word out to our communities so we can have a changed, healthier community. Also, make sure you look at our Pinterest page and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and that way you're never missing a thing when it comes to how to maximize your God-given health and healing potential. Until next time, God bless.